are prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lion. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the end.
And again, my mic is muted. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You can't, you just can't fault it, can you? Hope everyone is well. We'll start that again. Hope everyone is well. Yeah, footy was all right, Nate. Footy was all right. I had a better week than last week, to be fair. But yeah, all is good, pal. How you doing, fella? Hope you are well. Massive hey. I know I were muted. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, Barca give up on Amrabat. Helen says he will be in afterwards after doing their podcast, and the stream element spot is running as well. I say thank you very much to everyone tuning in. It is the final hour of the transfer window. Literally 57 minutes left, or 56, sorry, as it just says at the bottom of Sky Sports. But how has your team been getting on? Who have they signed? Burnley have been a little bit quiet today. I'm not sure whether they've been told to stand down. As I say, I've literally just got back from football. I chucked a hat on and set everything up. But no, it's been a decent one actually. It's not been too bad. There's a couple of fees and a couple of chances. No, Pauline, it's not. It's only till 11. It's only till 11 p.m. Just me. I'm a one-man army. But yeah, just thought throw this together. And as I say, let us know your thoughts on the players that you guys have signed. If you have signed anyone in this window, as I say, it is transfer deadline day, the day that people take days off work for to watch. I've done it. I won't lie. I have done it before, and I thought, why? Because building the transfer window under Sean Dyche, the last 3 years, it's not been the greatest. So, to be fair, we but yeah, it's been all right. It's been all right now with company anyway. Nate says it's the final countdown. I hope that weren't too good and I get copyrighted. But either way, shocking in the transfer window. Who's been shocking in the transfer window? Let us know. Nate says Sutar's medical has been going on for about 6 hours now, getting nervous. Yeah, it has been taking quite a while. I thought it would have been confirmed while they're out at football, but it hasn't. Pauline said, I don't get United's moves. Yes, obviously they're looking into the signing of Marcel Sabitzer from Bayern Munich. Is that going to be done before the window's out? Liverpool, well, To be fair, I think Klopp did say that he wasn't going to sign anyone, but you need a midfielder, and I'm surprised you haven't gone in for Jude Bellingham or even entertained Declan Rice. It's a shock for me. Or even Madison. There's some decent midfielders out there, really decent midfielders out there. But yeah, Liverpool have been very, very quiet. Chris is in. Good evening to yourself, Chris. It's a nice evening out there. It's not. It's not. Luckily, I wasn't in the piss down rain, which I was very lucky in, to be quite honest with you. But I am knackered from football, I won't lie. So I know as soon as I finish this, my back is going to be stiff as a board. But Paulan says, Enzo signed for Chelsea. It's a done deal. Well, we are waiting for confirmation on it. I know they've sorted out the ins and outs of it. But yeah, as of yet, no confirmation. Let's have a look. Well, yeah, agreement reached. But there has been some breaking news. There has been some breaking news, and it involves Crystal Palace. Arsenal midfielder Albert Sambi Lokonga has joined Crystal Palace on loan until the end of the season. So we will, as I say, we will go through some of the transfers in just a moment that have happened and that are yet to happen. But Chelsea have agreed a British record deal for Fernandes as well. And Sambi Lokonga of Arsenal joins Palace on loan for the season. Matt Doherty, again, another one who's moved out from Spurs. His contract actually got terminated before his move to Atleti. I'm currently watching Sky Sports. I think it's just coming to speak about it now with one of them. But great news for Newcastle, by the way. Great news for Newcastle. I know it's deadline day, but they reach the EFL Cup final after beating Southampton. So a good result for them. They will have a trip to Wembley. Mickey says, Clinton Morrison on for the last hour on Sky Sports News is enough for me to look for some rope. I second that, Mickey. I second that. Chris says, it's nice. It's a nice evening battering Barrow in Cumbria. Derby 5-1 back in their place. Well, exactly. But all Cumbrian Derby, you cannot beat it. Johnny's in. Hope you're well, Johnny. Hope everything is good with yourself. Right then. Everton. Just now, apparently, Everton have had a bid rejected for Olivier Giroud. Apparently, a late deal has tried to be thrown out there, but that has ended with no luck. So we shall see what happens there. A lot of clubs have signed youth players, I've noticed, in this window as well. Saif says, is there any truth in the Jovan Cabral deal? I don't think there is. For me, I'm not sure. In fact, I'm going to check Twitter now and see if any of the local media have been told to stand down. But people put some shit on here. It's saying as well that... Oh, for a minute, I thought that were true. Leeds obviously have sent out Diego Llorente to AS Roma, which, you know, is always great. Harry Souttar trying to put the final touches to his move. Jed Spence of Spurs, he's obviously gone on loan to Rennes. Let's have a look. There's not coming up regarding the media saying about standing down, but it wouldn't surprise me if they have. Would not surprise me if they have. Right, let's have a look then at some of the deals that have gone on. Good evening to my wonderful other half. Hope you are well, beautiful, and good evening to yourself. Nate says Ricardo Pereira's last tweet is waiting for last minute signings. Be like, well, our fingers crossed that they get it through. Chris says I'm never a fan of deadline day. It's like watching YouTubers in boxing. Make my feet fall asleep. Wow. Luke's in. Obviously, a confirmation of a deal just happened in the last 10 minutes as well for your guys, which we will be going through as well. And Johnny, like I said before, there is a waiting list of people that wanted to as well. So Mickey says Dan Black from the Express tweeted about an hour ago saying they've not been told to stand down. Right. I'm guessing that this last minute it could potentially be. Paulan says it's done. 105 mil. Yeah, well, it will be done. It's just obviously waiting for the actual confirmation. Yeah, at the minute, but there's more mods than that. It's just some of them I've spoken to about it, and I've said if they're not up to it, I can take it off. But Johnny, don't ask about modding. Just simple as. I had loads of people in the past asking about modding, and it just gets to a point where, like, just because I said that there's a waiting list, people end up kicking off, and I don't want people kicking off because I'll just ban people. I've got enough shit to deal with. Don't need people like saying out about being a mod. So, Cyber Leader's in, says, "Hi Dan, we've had a rubbish window. We're gonna go down." Well, I was going to say you signed Danny Ings, didn't you? And then obviously he's now got a leg injury, so that's not the best. No, I'm not saying you're kicking off, mate. I'm not saying you're kicking off. But yeah, it's just one of them. It's just one of them. People keep asking. Nate says, Luke, how has Lodi been for you guys? Just curious. Safe says that tweet that Dan Black tweeted is a bit of a mystery because there are no concrete offers from us. No, that's what I thought. Loudmouth, how you doing, sir? How you doing, you little ripper? Switch to 18 Dapper in the studio, or I'm switching over and watching Clinton Morrison. I can't. Like we've said, you could never find me and Dapper in the same room. It just can't happen. Can't happen. Although Jake keeps trying to get me to go on the show that he does with Dapper. But I said I will go on at some point. Right. But yes, Luke. Hey, Loudmouth's a decent guy. He's a decent guy. Right, let's have a look then at some of the deals that have gone on so far in this window. Starting in the Premier League, we have Diogo Montero, an 18-year-old who has signed from Servette FC. I say he'll probably go straight into the under-21s at Leeds United. Next up then, Harrison Ashby, formerly of West Ham, has signed for Newcastle. He said it was about game time more than anything. But whether he's going to get in there over Trippier, I'm not so sure. I say some deals not fully confirmed, but we are expecting them to be. So it wouldn't surprise me if Marcel Sabitzer deal is confirmed within the next 45 minutes. Harry Souttar, again, is another one that hasn't been confirmed just yet, but it is very much in the pipeline. Staying with London, though, and not having really to move anywhere, Jorginho, he's made the move from Chelsea to Arsenal, hoping to work wonders under Mikel Arteta in the top of the Premier League. Enzo Fernandez, as people have been saying in the chat, he's coming in. Breaking news is coming in as well, which I'm guessing that will be regarding the Chelsea deal for Enzo Fernandez, but he looks set to be confirmed very, very soon. And one deal that has just been confirmed, as I said with the breaking news previously, Albert Sambi Lokonga has joined on loan from Arsenal to Palace. Fulham have been busy in this window as well. Sasa Lukic joins Fulham. He will slot in there. He signs from Torino. And Cedric Suarez, again, staying with Arsenal. He's made a loan move to Fulham. So he's got that London stay as well. He's there till the end of the season. Crystal Palace, again, obviously Lokonga wasn't just enough for Palace. They went out and signed Ahamada from Stuttgart. Bournemouth got 2 deals over the line as well. Zabarnyi is in Ilya. Zabarnyi is signed from Dynamo Kiev, and as has Hamad Traore. He's joined on loan from Sassuolo. And for Luke, who's in the chat, it's confirmed that Felipe, the veteran centre-back, has signed for Forest. He's signed from Atletico Madrid. This one has been going on all day, and we're still waiting about John Joe Shelby as well, but not sure what is happening there. Let's have a look then at some of the Championship deals, starting with, again, another Arsenal youngster going out on loan. Marquinhos joins Norwich, the winger who's only 20 years old. I'm surprised at this move, to be fair, because he's a decent player. So Norwich have got themselves a good one. Sunderland signed Everton defender Joe Anderson, 21-year-old from Everton as well. He signs on a permanent deal. Bristol City have announced the signing of Anis Mehmeti as well. He's coming from Wycombe Wanderers. Borough, Middlesbrough, if you remember, they've signed Aaron Ramsey, not the one who, when he scores, ends up killing celebrities. I'm talking Aaron Ramsey, the Aston Villa midfielder. He'll be joining Borough till the end of the season on loan. And yeah, if you remember rightly, he was at Stoke for the first half of the season, but instead, obviously due to injury, I think he returned to Villa and is now going back out. Millwall have confirmed the signing of Duncan Watmore. He joins from Borough as well. West Brom have signed Nathaniel Chalobah on an 18-month deal. He was out of contract from Fulham. Watford. This is a bad picture because it's dark, but trying to get a picture from Watford was difficult. However, Wesley Hoyt, the former Southampton centre-back, was at Anderlecht, now has signed for Watford. Preston, they saw that Josh Onoma had been released from Fulham earlier, and he's signed on a free transfer for PNE. And Luton Town, they've also made a loan signing. They made the signing of Marvelous Nakamba on loan from Aston Villa. So they are the confirmed transfers so far. As I say, there is a lot yet to do, and I am trying to... there's some of the pictures I've been sat around trying to edit all frigging day. Like I said, these are just the transfers that happened on deadline day. So I do apologise if I haven't. Obviously, put any of the ones in that you're all expecting. Johnny says, do you think Burnley will sign anyone before the deadline? I'm not too sure, I'm not too sure. If it is, I'd rather it be one of the loan players that we've already got, because that would be fantastic news to wake up to. Lama says, cheeky git, ain't asked me to come on. Hey, I will get you on. I promise you that. You can hold me to that, I swear. Paulan says, why are the big deals always happening on deadline day? It's like it's already complicated, but they're just waiting for the deadline to announce it. Clubs do that, though, because they want that money. They want that money shot of obviously having the better transfer. Like Chelsea have dragged this Enzo Fernandez deal out all frigging night. Sabalita says, Dan, I reckon we can survive. Scamacca will be back fighting. Is he back? from injury now? Is he back? Henry's back in the chat as well. Hiya, chat. Evening, Dan. Sorry, I'm late. Just you do not need to apologise. Not at all. Not at all. Paulan says Navas and Forest. Bellerin on loan to Sporting. Bournemouth got Randolph. They did. They got him on a free as well. Luke says, what a beauty of a kit. Lovely, isn't it, Dan? Well, I won't go that far. But Mickey says Burnley announcing an incoming for at Turf Moor, chaps. Be announced soon. Yeah, well, it has been announced. And it's 18-year-old Enoch Aguirre from Anderlecht on a 4.5-year deal. He will be loaned straight out to KV McKellen until the end of the season. And obviously, he's joined the Clarets. So a good move for him. And apparently his brother, whose contract is up in the summer, is meant to be joining us as well. But we'll see. We'll see on that one. We shall see. Can you still make free transfers after the window shut? Yes, there is a period where you can make free transfer signings. And in answer to that, Luke, nah, it is not. Nick says, what do you think of the possibility of old Brighton to West Brom? No, I think it's not bad. It's not bad. But for me, when Leicester have been trying to look for a winger in the likes of Jack Harrison, and Jack Harrison's not coming in, why would you potentially loan old Brighton out? That it doesn't sit right with me. I think it's a bit of a strange one. Nick says he can whip some crosses into DK. Yeah, there is that. Daryl DK is a great player, by the way. He's just a player that I actually wanted Burnley to sign a few years back, but he ended up going to West Brom instead. Henry says, we bought transfers for our ladies team. 5 of them. Makes the signing of Gakpo a joke. Yes. Although the WSL window did shut at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Sablin says that Maxwell Cornet should be back for the Chelsea game. Interesting. I mean, it was obviously quite it was a weird injury, wasn't it? It was a very weird injury and nobody knew what was going on. Even the specialist said it's something he doesn't see regular. But I think good run of games, he'll be a cracking player for you. I think he'll be brilliant. We've got Agard, a good signing. He's good. Yeah, he is good. Burnley said, Burnley have signed a teenager, a guy from Anderlecht. Burnley did have a player previously called Danagi or Danigay. I don't know how it's pronounced. But he's obviously now in the lower leagues of the English Pyramid. But yeah, this teenager is meant to be quite decent. So I've just shared it on my Instagram story and retweeted it. And let's see about sharing it as well on the group, because it's all happening. It all happens on deadline day. All happens. Next time, I'm going to have a suit on, yellow tie. I might try and do it properly, but we'll see. Mark's in. Evening to yourself, Mark. Long time no see. Hope you are well. Sabalina says, hopefully the new Declan Rice when Rice leaves in the summer. Have you come to that point now where you've sort of accepted that that's it? Rice is off. But yeah, 3.5-year contract, Dan, just been confirmed. It has indeed. So yeah, like I say, it is very much been a topsy-turvy window. A very topsy-turvy window. Rice clearly said he wants to move. Saba says, Matt says, we made 2 signings today. Yeah, I've not managed to delve into like League 1 and League 2, unfortunately, and I feel like shitty that I haven't. But I am just having a look. It says here, Burnley have signed 18-year-old winger Enoch Aguirre on a 4.5-year deal from Anderlecht for an undisclosed fee. He will immediately join Belgium club McKellen on loan until the end of the season. Giroud, as apparently Everton have shown when they showed interest, but it was the France international who decided that his future does not belong on Merseyside. Keylor Navas to Forest. Apparently, agreement is now in place for a loan deal from PSG until the end of the season. He accepted Forest days ago, and it's now sealed. Documents finally sealed. Boarding completed. So apparently, according to Fabrizio from Romano, Keylor Navas, the 3 times Champions League winner, is going to be Forest's goalkeeper, while Dean Henderson is out with an injury. Luke says football clubs get extra time. I think it's a few more hours if they. I think they have to apply for an extension. I do think they have to apply for an extension, to be honest with you. Hema says he's a winger, Dan. I'm only going off what it says here. Yeah, he's a winger. He's a winger, but he's meant to be an attacker. I don't know what it is with Burnley and wingers at this point. Sab says hopefully he goes Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal will be a good move for him. What club do you not want him to go to, though, Saba? That's the big question. Max says, yes, Charlie McNeil. Charlie McNeil, he's a decent player. You've got a cracker there. You have got a cracker there. If he can sort of replicate that form, then you should have a cracking player who will lift you out of the doldrums, because it's not been a great season for Newport, has it? Not been a great season at all. Yeah, I won't want him at Man U or Chelsea. Going to Chelsea would be a bad move for me, because I think the midfield's already pretty stacked. I could understand it maybe if Conor Gallagher had gone to Everton, but even he turned Everton down. There's a lot of people turn Everton down because they know how bad it is. But Giroud, Sean Dyche going for a player like Giroud, what's all that about? What is all that about? Bailey Wright of Sunderland, he's joined Rotherham on loan as well. That's one I missed earlier. The centre-back at Sunderland who played in the World Cup, I believe. He has moved to Rotherham on loan. Some of the deals in League One, I will go through some of them as I've got Sky Sports on in the background, so I might as well. Ndaba has joined Fleetwood Town on loan. He was plying his trade at Ipswich. Duffy, who's played in the Irish leagues, he's signed for Lincoln City on a permanent deal. Gavin Kilkenny, the youngster of Bournemouth, he was at Stoke for the first half of this season. He's gone on loan to Charlton Athletic. Tishimanga of Chesterfield, well, formerly of Chesterfield, now signed on loan for Peterborough. Raya has gone on loan from Luton to Cheltenham. Smith has joined Oxford United from Hull. Bernard, I think is it Dijon Bernard or Dijon Bernard has joined Portsmouth from Manchester United as well. And Luke Mbete of Manchester City, the young defender, the young centre-back, he's joined Bolton on loan. And Junior Quiterna of Waterford has joined Fleetwood on a full-time basis. I'll try and bring you some more if they come up, or some of the League Two ones. We shall see. 30 minutes left of the window, guys. There is 30 minutes left. You are spot on. More transfers in League One. Kevin McDonald, former Claret Kevin McDonald, and formerly of Fulham. He was on a free transfer. He joined Exeter City. Michael Hector, again, he was linked with a move back to Sheffield Wednesday, where he'd played previously, and he's another one, but he's gone to Charlton on a free. Scott has gone to Exeter as well on a free from Hull. Shaw of Kilmarnock went to Barnsley for an undisclosed fee. Erhanen of St Mirren went to Lincoln for an undisclosed fee as well. Harvey White of Spurs has gone on loan to Derby County. Ahadmi has gone to Burton for an undisclosed fee from Ipswich. Lane of Fleetwood has gone to Portsmouth. And Butler Oyedeji of Arsenal has gone on loan to Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley, who are they? Exactly. Luke says, thing with Everton, and I said this earlier to Chris, is the timing when Frank Lampard was sacked and appointed Sean Dyche because he's not had much time to assess his squad, getting the players in he wants. No, I agree. Two more signed, pardon me, left for League One is Clark of Reading. He's gone on loan to Forest Green, and Kirk of Charlton has gone on loan to Burton. Mark says Bolton have done some good business there. They have. They really, really have. Dan, did you leave your guitar like Ed? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Charlie McNeil, as Mark said, has joined Newport on loan from Manchester United. Olagbay has joined Harrogate on loan as well from Southampton. Henry of Forest Green has gone to Tranmere on a loan move. So has Lloyd of Cheltenham. He's gone to Grimsby on loan. Ipswich loaning out quite a few of the youngsters by the looks of things. Their name keeps cropping up. They've loaned out youngster Yengi to Northampton. Dan Kemp, the former youth player at West Ham, now playing his trade at MK Dons. Also, you thought he's now on loan at Hartlepool. Rolls has left Woking to join Crawley on a permanent transfer. Stubbs has also left Exeter to join Bradford on a free transfer. And Rowe of Huddersfield has gone on loan to Stockport. I'm sure there will be some more to bring you as well in just a moment. Mark says, what we have done in January as a whole has been ridiculous and was never expected. We've had the best Jan window out of League Two. Yeah, I'd say so. You've done pretty well. You have done pretty well. Garner of Fleetwood is going to Barrow for an undisclosed fee. Blake Tracy is going to Swindon from Burton as well on an undisclosed. Dickinson of Wickham has joined Sutton on loan. Jamie Reid of Coventry, he's gone on loan to Stevenage. Malarkey of Altrincham has signed for Rochdale on an undisclosed fee. Pierre of Sutton has gone to Wimbledon on a free transfer. And Reading have loaned Stevenage Jean Andresen as well. So has Dixon Peters of Norwich. He's gone on loan to Grimsby. Good old Grimsby town. But they are the latest in League One and League Two. So it's always good to get them out of the way. Carl says, hi, pal. Hope you're okay. You happy with our business? I am, yeah. I am. I think there's still scope for some that we could sign on promotion. But we'll see. I don't think we'll be literally breaking the bank for people next season. But let's see what happens. Never say never with this new wave of thing that we are trying to do at the moment. Yes, Henry. Hakim Ziyech of Chelsea off to PSG as well. Let's have a look what else. Shelby, Ziyech is close to completing a loan move to PSG. Shelby has bid farewell. He was on the pitch at St James's Park, apparently to wave goodbye. And Wrexham, just now Wrexham, as everyone knows, obviously Disney Plus's favourite little new toy. They are delighted to welcome the signing of Johan O'Connell from Charlton for an undisclosed fee. 27-year-old defender there joining up in the non-league. Yes, it seems that he is. It seems that he is, Luke. Mark says there, it's all credit to Coughlin as well, who has brought in Harry Charsley earlier. I think Harry Charsley, formerly of Everton, former Everton youth player, if I'm not mistaken, who starts with Port Vale in the league above and managed to nab him. Not bad. Saba says, do you reckon Ashby left us for the money, like Lingard went to Forest for the money? I don't know. There's probably a little bit of that because I don't think he's going to get much game time anyway. But unless Eddie Howar's give him some sort of assurance that he will get game time, we will see in the long run. Max says João Cancelo to Bayern is the weirdest transfer. Yeah, I don't get it, and I also want to know. What how FFP works. just in case, because Chelsea seem to just have money to burn. I don't know how. Is it because of player sales over the years that they've had, transfer embargo? I don't get it. I don't get it one single bit. Henry says Chelsea again bought 17 new players, not offloading players bought by Abramovich. Yeah, Ted Bowley's just gone in there and gone, I don't give a shit about FFP. I'm just going in, I'll splash the cash and whatever happens, happens. But there is 23 minutes, just coming up 23 minutes left of deadline day. Mike Green, there's no need for that, Mike. No need for that. Savley says, Wrexham beat Sheffield Wednesday. Well, you mean Sheffield United, Saba? You mean Sheffield United? We shall see. Carl says, just watch a Gay interview. Don't know anything about him, do you? Not a clue. Not a clue. But I am guessing that obviously Company will from his time at Anderlecht. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Matt said, love seeing Ryan Reynolds cry on BBC. Nick says, FFP doesn't affect the big clubs. They just pay it to go away. Yeah, like people are saying. Exactly. Hopefully we beat Chelsea. Yeah, that'll be a good game. That will be a good game. A bit like Sean Dyche at Everton. His first game's up against Arsenal. So, it's a tough one. Do I still play Fantasy Premier League? I made a team and I've not touched it since the start of the season, to be honest, which is a bit of a shitter. I think I need to pull my finger out. Next year when we're in it, maybe I'll give a bit more care to it. But right now, we're not. Blackburn as well. They've made it through. They've made it through in their FA Cup 4th round replay, beating Birmingham 1-0. It's a trusty own goal. That's not a trusty own. The player was called Trusty. He scored an own goal in extra time to give Blackburn the 1-0 lead. So they go through. Nick says, was Juventus point deduction due to FFP? I think so. I do think so. Mark says, Chelsea have managed to do this with the 3 windows that they couldn't sign. It's annoying how everyone thinks it's something wrong. It's perfectly okay for them to do that. Who do you reckon will go down from the Prem and who do you think will go up? Well, I'd say Burnley are going to go up, even though I don't want to admit that, but I just think the way we're playing at the moment, I can't look past us not. For some reason, I have this funny feeling Sheffield United are going to drop off. I feel they're going to drop off it a little bit. If I had to pick who comes up, I would love it to be us. I'd love Sunderland to win the playoffs. Second. I don't know. I'll just give it Sheffield United. I'll give it Sheffield United. But the team's coming down. I have a feeling that Sean Dyche will keep Everton up. I just have that feeling that he will. I'm going to say who should I go for? I say Bournemouth. Forest and Southampton. Bournemouth, Forest and Southampton to go down. Henry says Chris Martin and Tim Closer leave Bristol City. They were knocking on in their careers, to be fair, Henry. I mean, I'm surprised they were still knocking a ball about. They're well into their 30s now. Luke says Chelsea paid billions for these players, yet their league position doesn't prove to have paid off. No, that's true. That's true. But, yes, Wolves. Wolves is a good shout. Wolves is a very good shout. I just think, what's he called? Is it Lepet? I feel like I'm there with it. Lepetgrew or something like that. Pettigrew, something like that. Mark says Forest, West Ham, and Saints. Luke says Burnley, Sheffield United, and Millwall to go. Of course, Mark, you have to get Swansea in there. Of course you do. Of course you do. Yeah, Pettigrew, something like that. To be fair, I even said at the beginning of the season, Luke, that Forest will stay up because of the media harp around, they're back in the Premier League, the Clough years, yada, 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 all over the face, right? That's what I thought it would be like. But it actually hasn't. And I don't know whether that's going to be a blessing in disguise to you or not. I think it'll be very close between you and Wolves for that final spot, maybe. Because for me, Bournemouth and Southampton, dead clubs. Dead clubs for me, anyway. Cardiff going down, in my opinion, no bias. Cardiff are poor. Cardiff are poor. And even if Nathan comes into the chat, he'll agree. In fact, he even said himself that he predicts Cardiff to go down as long as Vincent Tan is in at Cardiff. He's adamant that Cardiff are going to drop. Like I say, it is still pretty much like we're still halfway near enough. We are still halfway, just over the halfway mark of the season. Like I said, yeah, 3 points above the drop, in awful form, and lost 1-0 to Luton. Henry said Bristol City will get relegated with Huddersfield and Wigan. Yeah, Wigan and Huddersfield. I don't know. I mean, now Sean Maloney's got in there. He's got a gigantic task to do at Wigan. Whether they can do it again is it depends. It depends. I don't think they'll do it anyway, no matter who's in charge. Huddersfield, they want their manager out. Bristol City with Nigel Pearson, again, it's sort of they're just happy mid-table, really. Luke says Cardiff got Sabri Lamucci. What is love? Sabri Lamucci, no more. Yeah, exactly. What a waste of time Kolo Touré was. 9 games. Only 9 games. How can a manager go into a club, instill a philosophy, and change the way of thinking after 9 games? For me, I think Wigan have done him dirty there. You know, Wigan were already doing shite. So to not give him the chance to be able to turn it around till the end of the season at least, I think was poor. But Sean Maloney going in there, I think he's a good appointment for them. Obviously knows the club from his time there. It'll be. No, let's see. Let's see what they can do. Saba says, even if we get relegated and we win Europa Conference, are we still qualified for the Europa League? Yes, you will be. Yes, you will be. To be fair, Henry, the car, we drove it down to Ipswich, over along to Ipswich, and the noise has stopped. And ever since, it's not doing it again now. And it's like I said to Kate, because I know she had the brake pads changed on the car. So obviously, when you pull the piston back to change the brake pads, you've got to give the car a good run out before the piston sort of sets back in. So I wondered whether it could be that now that the noise has stopped. But we'll see in the long run. We'll see in the long run. As she says, even Kate says, may have been some grit. Could have just been some grit from all the sharty little bits of snow that we had. Well, I say little bits, we had quite a bit. But it is behaving for now. For now. As I say, there is lots of people at the EFL headquarters in Preston, obviously trying to thrash out those last-minute deals for clubs. Mark says, talking of that, Dan, I won FA Cup and got relegated with Everton on Football Manager and had Champion Conference League, had like 10 postponements in the Championship. Wow. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. Less than that, Henry. Less than that. Just under 14 minutes. Just under 14 minutes left of this window. Not long to go now for people to make deals. It is deadline day and we are live for that final hour. As I say, it has been one of those today. Let's see if we can find out any more information in regards to some of the transfers. So it looks like the Enzo Fernandez deal is going to happen. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. 105 million. That's a question I want to ask everybody, actually. That's a question I want to ask everybody. Is Enzo Fernandez worth 105 million? Yes, I know he's young. Yes, he's a World Cup winner. But is he worth 105 million? Get involved. Let us know what your thoughts are of that in the chat. Oh, good luck, Henry. Good luck. Might work better in your area than here, but yeah, it's been bad. It's been bad. Saba's off. I'm gonna go sleep. No point in me staying. We've not made a transfer or a loan. It's just been all outgoings for West Ham, hasn't it? I mean, you must be a bit peeved, to be honest with you. But, you know, take it easy. Take it easy, Saba. All the best. And I'm sure I will see you on a stream very, very soon, sir. Very, very soon. Nate says no, but take it if you can get it. Even Saba says no in regards to whether he's worth 105 million. Not for me. Not for me. 9 minutes ago, Aberdeen have confirmed winger Vicente Basusian has joined Excello Rotterdam on loan until the end of the season. They also retain an option to acquire the player on a permanent basis at the end of the campaign as well. So he heads out at Aberdeen. Like Henry said as well earlier, Chris Martin and Tim Closer have left the club by mutual agreement. And we await news coming in as well. Forest, they are still increasing. There is still increasing confidence that Forest hierarchy will be able to complete deals for John Joe Shelby and Kilo Navas before the 11 p.m. deadline. It is still all to go. Henry says, it pisses me off with slow downloading MP4 files, like running a 26k marathon is quicker. That wouldn't surprise me. Although Virgin Internet is fast, it's just some chooses when it wants to work. That's the only problem we have with it. Nate says, if he's worth that much, surely someone gets to sign you or me for 100k. I'm available on a free transfer, mate. I'm available on a tree transfer. What's all that about? I'm thinking about free frankfurters or something like that. I'm wanting an hot dog, a decent one. But yeah, come and get me. I'm available. I was hoping that there were some actual scouts from Leicester watching today. I felt like I had a good game, to be fair. Henry says, who's the next manager to be sacked, Dan? Ooh, Moyes. Unless they can turn it round. Obviously, I know they got the result against Everton. They got that result against the Toffees. And then they got the win against Derby as well. Let's not forget. So a good win for them against Derby. So they've put two good results together. I think if they go on another bad run, it could spell the end for David Moyes at West Ham. I used to be, Nate. I did have a 5 or 10 minute spell in the net earlier today. I only let one in. But that's because I was blindsided. I couldn't see. But there is more breaking news coming through. And it is coming at Tottenham. And it is agreed. It has been agreed. It's been coming all day. It has been coming all day, though, and it is now a confirmed move. Breaking news is that Tottenham have signed Pedro Porro from Sporting. He will be joining the club. It has been confirmed, as I say. Let's have a look. I've not done any more edits. As I say, all the edits are all done. I got them out for you. But yes, breaking news is Tottenham signed Pedro Porro from Sporting Lisbon, however you want to call it. Nate says, I think Leicester could get relegated and Brendan would still be safe. Oof. It's a dodgy one, that. Dodgy one to call. I mean, good move for Spurs, would you say, Pedro Porro? Obviously, they've replaced the outgoing Matt Doherty, who joined Atletico Madrid on a free transfer. So, yeah, Pedro Porro coming in at Spurs. Do you think he can take to the Premier League like a duck to water? Henry, we've got Norwich 12:30 kickoff on Saturday, so I am toying with the idea of a watch along. So yeah, feel free to join us at 12:30 if you want to watch the watch along. That'd be good. Hoping to get a Norwich fan on as well to do a match preview Thursday, also Thursday night. We'll be back with the Championship prediction show. So yeah, there's more videos coming. There's more videos coming ahead of the weekend. Six minutes left of this transfer window. Is there going to be any more deals to be done? Just bear with me, guys. I need to get a charger. I've got Bash Tuesday now. No, so I mean, I'm trying to think of all the videos and stuff that need to be done. To be fair, what do you mean, Mark? What do you mean? Not really. I'll tell you something now. I actually wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, Henry. I think he's been poor. I think he's been poor and looking for excuses. But Liverpool fans tell me I'm wrong. Liverpool fans keep telling me I'm wrong, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, let's see if the phone will charge. That's one that because my phone's not been charging with a wire. I've had to get one of them wireless chargers, but oh, it's charging. And it's fast charging too. Oi, oi! Get in. Get in. Nate says Tuanzebe undergoing a medical at Stoke. Right. So yes, as you said there, that could mean that an announcement for Harry Souttar is pretty much on its way. Henry says, no, I agree. To blame partially down. In my opinion, I think he's made some rather suspect subs and lineups recently. Yeah, I mean, for me, I actually liked Klopp when he came in as the manager. but he's been a whiny little shit recently, and I've really gone off him. That it's never him tactically getting it wrong. He's not come out and said, "Oh, I've tactically got it wrong." Look at the likes of what Pep did the other week. He said all his players in that dressing room showed no fight, no spirit, nothing. And yet, Klopp comes out with all sorts. The grass for too long. The referee were on their side. I just think it's been... it winds me up, does Klopp. Really does. Really does indeed. I can come in and give my thoughts, etc. On what? I'm going to wrap it up at the end because I want to go to bed. I'm knackered, to be honest with you. I had some shit news regarding my dad earlier, so I'm just gonna call it a night when it's over. I would have done usually, but I don't want to. It's nothing against you. Like I say, I'm just knackered from football. When I get out of these clothes, I'm going to jump into bed, wake up, have a shower because it's too late for me to shower now. Change it bedding tomorrow anyway, so it's all good in the hood. But no, I appreciate that, Mike. I do. So cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I mean, Henry. He's a whinge bag. Bottom of my nose is itching like no tomorrow. Exactly 2 minutes left of this window. Obviously, clubs can extend it. They can file for an extension. But whether they do or not is yet to be seen. Let's see if there's been any more news. Nothing yet, obviously, in terms of Forest wanting to get the deals done for Jonjo Shelvey and Keylor Navas, but then yet again, they could have already gone through. It's just a case of getting that confirmation. So we will see. What the heck? Why is it doing that? I don't want that. But Evan says, I wish we had come before 2015 instead of being at Dortmund. However, he had those other Yanks, Shark, Hicks and Gila, who almost ruined the club. Yes, there is that. 50 seconds to go. 50 seconds. As I said, clubs can actually apply for an extension. $20 seconds left of this window. I'm not saying that there's going to be any new transfers now, but as I say, I know there is some that are going to happen as this window clocks down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your lot. That is your lot. That is the end of the January transfer window. It is now closed. So any deals that are still currently open and active, that the paperwork has gone through, or the clubs have asked for an extension, then they should be done by tomorrow. As I said, it is now closed. So who knows? Have Leicester got Harry Souttar? Have Forest got Jonjo Shelvey and Keylor Navas? We shall find out tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Exactly, Henry. Not much you can do. Not much you can do. But Matt says loads of transfers go through at midnight, etc. Yeah, they do. They do, to be fair. But that is it in terms of this window. It is closed. There will be the odd couple of deals. As I said, clubs can still... The Premier League have just put it out on Twitter. They said clubs can still complete moves after the time if they have submitted a deal sheet before the deadline. So if the deal sheet is in, then transfers can still happen. Obviously, they've just gone to speak to somebody at Forest now, to be fair. Apparently, Jonjo Shelvey is confirmed. Jonjo Shelvey has joined, apparently, according to Rob Dorsett at Sky Sports News. He's confirmed that there has been a 2-year deal. They are waiting to hear what happens with Keylor Navas at Forest. Apparently, United have filed the deal sheet for Marcel Sabitzer before the 11 p.m. deadline. So they're hoping that deal can still go through as well. Nate says, hopefully that paperwork got signed for Souttar. Yeah, hopefully Leicester have done it, unless it's probably still in Rodgers' back pocket or something. Who knows? My United fans have been commenting on your video saying, look after him. Well, he looks like a good player, does Charlie McNeil, to be fair. Got yourself a good one. Got yourself a good one. So, yeah, there is deals that can still obviously happen. But that is the end of the January transfer window. Hopefully, your clubs, if they've still got deal sheets in and paperwork, then fingers crossed you can get a deal done for the players that you are after. Like Nate with Souttar, tripped on a stethoscope at the medical. Hey, who knows? Who knows? But deadline day is over. In fact, it's confirmed. Breaking news: Nottingham Forest signed Jonjo Shelvey from Newcastle. There is pictures online of that confirmation. MK Dons have signed Aberdeen captain Anthony Stewart on loan as well. That's just been confirmed. And yeah, there is a picture of Jonjo Shelvey sat on a flag in a full Forest kit. He signed a 2.5-year deal, which will keep him at the City Ground until the summer of 2025. Fingers crossed Souttar joins for you, Nate. Obviously, I know there's a few more out there needing to be confirmed as well. But thank you guys for watching us and joining us in this final hour. I really do appreciate it. Hope you're well, Crazy Pizza. Hope you are well. We're just wrapping things up. But that is it for the January window. The next window will be obviously next season, where Burnley could be a Premier League club. We shall see. We shall see. But until then, take care. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon with another video. Ciao for now.